Hey guys, Dale Cardistry back with my tutorial for the ES Transpo. Now, I'm going to start doing tutorials from an over-the-shoulder view so you guys can tell me if you like that or not. And this is basically a really easy trick, and I'd like you to go have a look at the performance right here. And I'll get on with the tutorial. So basically you could have a look at my performance if you want to use that pattern, but this is a really simple just transpo effect with two cards. You could potentially use it with any pattern you like to, okay, but yeah, whatever. You get a card selected first off in any sort of way, control it to the top. Okay, so you're going to get a card selected and control it to the top. In my performance I use a real sloppy version of this little control where you flip the card that they touch over and swipe another card from over here on top of that. So that, what I just did was, you flip a card, and then this card right here that you can see sticking out, while you flip that card there meets the edge, and your thumb sort of takes it with it. So it looks like you've just placed that, but you've put in a different card there, and that card, when you square up, pop that on and control their selection to the top. Okay, so that's their first selection, and then you do a Bowery reversal so that you can turn the cards over and they can pick a selection face up. And what that's now done is also control their card face up the other way on the bottom of the deck. So I'll show you that again. The Bowery reversal is just get a break under the top card, transfer that to a thumb break, flip half the deck face up on top of that, grab the other half and flip that on top of that. So now we have something that looks like this: face up, face up, face up, their selection, face down on the bottom. Simple. You now go through the cards, don't go too far, go pretty slowly, so they can choose the card face up that they like. We'll say 6 of diamonds for this. Okay, and then they're remembering two cards. Their first card, which they think is lost, and this one. Now I just take the card face down onto the bottom of the deck and flip the deck over. That way it covers their first selection, which will now be right underneath their second selection. You now get a break, and this is the only real move that requires any sort of skill in this trick. Okay, this is pretty easy, I think, personally. All you do is you're going to push that card up so that it's out jogged on an angle from the top of the deck. Okay, so you're pushing up the double as one card. And what it's going to look like is that you're doing this: flipping the deck over and dealing the card onto the table. Okay? But in that motion, you're actually doing, while you flip the deck, you're going to do this. You pull with your thumb their second selection down so it will reveal their first selection. When you flip the deck, it's just going to look like you've flipped it, but you've actually swapped the cards out, and you can deal down their first selection. So that it's not tricky, and it's angle problem free. You can do this from anywhere. You flip that, it's going to look like that. Okay? And you've just done that. Then you deal their card down, casually put the deck down and give it a cut. Maybe a one-handed cut if you really want to, keep it in the air. Give it a cut so that their card's somewhere in their second selection now somewhere in the middle, face up. You can reveal that their second selection changes into the first selection, which they thought was lost, and their second selection will show up face up in the middle of the deck. Okay, so that's a really easy transpo. Hope you guys like it. Let me know if you enjoy the over the shoulder tutorial or not, and I'll see you next time.